how to position yourself as a service provider and a subject matter expert in this security industry. Listen, if you clicked on this video, it's because you want to know more about those things. First and foremost, I want to appreciate you for clicking on the video, give me an opportunity to kind of break this down to you. So, in a group, sorry I'm driving, just getting off work, I'm exhausted, you can't tell, man, but in a group that I belong in and on Facebook, I made a post earlier today about how us as security professionals need to start practicing shifting our mindset on what it is to be a security professional. And pretty much what I was saying was, we need to start focusing more on being a service provider and striving to be a subject matter expert in our industry instead of just a security worker or security guard or whatever the title is that they want to give you these days. And I want to speak a little bit more about that. I want to dive a little bit more into it for you guys. And here's the approach with that. When you think of a service provider, the word itself kind of explains it. You are providing a particular or specific service for that client. In the security space, the service that we're providing can be peace of mind is our service. Protection is our service. Safety is our service. Preventative measures is a huge service that we should be focused on, as we go about doing our jobs and being on the post wherever you work. So that mindset right there alone will immediately shift how you approach your day. It will immediately change how you approach the job. And quite honestly, it'll begin to show the client how valuable or irreplaceable you are, and it'll solve certain issues such as clients wanting to justify cutting security because they don't need security until, obviously, how it works. Something happens, and then they want to get security back. But, if we're approaching our jobs with that in mind, being proactive, it's one of the things that separates us, outside of licensing and school and training and such, but it's one of those things that separates us from police officers. Our jobs are to be proactive and prevent emergencies and incidents from taking place. And the better we can get at doing that, and the better we can get at documenting that's a whole nother discussion. That will immediately create more value for the client. Now let's talk a little bit about how do we strive to become subject matter experts in our industry. Well, any expert within any field, whether it's science, whether it's medical, whether it's education, anyone who's a subject matter expert in their field is constantly studying and becoming well-versed within that industry. So if you're not studying up about the security space, if you're not well-versed in the new technologies that are trying to take your job, if you're not studied up on, any type of licensing that will further display your value to a client or even a security company for that matter, if you're not studying any type of FEMA course, maybe to increase your knowledge, CPR certified so that you can be able to be hands-on in the event of emergency at your post. If you're not aware of where the AED is or AED certified or, things like that is what creates the difference in someone who's just a security guard or security worker to someone who's a professional or a subject matter expert within their industry. And what that'll do is, once you become studied up on things like that, you'll begin to have confidence about what you do for a living. You'll begin to be able to, explain to clients, the reasons around why you shouldn't have your camera in this position, or why this is a better position for your camera, or why this policy or this process should be done this way. And you'll have confidence in delivering that because you'll know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So hopefully this makes sense to you. I'm kind of rambling at this point. It's been a long day working. But yeah, if you guys want to dive a little bit more into this, just let me know, and we'll definitely get into it. Protect and profit.